Ebanie Bridges, an Australian boxer whose nickname, the Blonde Bomber, has opened up on some of the weirdest requests she's received from fans who want to buy things from her. And we're not talking about your run-of-the-mill used underwear or worn shoes. These requests are truly bizarre. Want to guess what they are? It's weirder than you think. Let's dive in. Okay, so who exactly is Ebanie Bridges? With 8 wins and only 1 loss in her career, Bridges is a professional boxer who has been nicknamed the Blonde Bomber. The 34-year-old has held the IBF bantamweight title since March of this year, and she's currently ranked as one of the world's best boxers in the bantamweight division. Bridges was also a math teacher at the Newington College, which she had used to support herself since boxing doesn't really make you a millionaire, at least not for females in the sport. All of this being said, Bridges doesn't really have much in terms of money as far as fight purses go. She has fought on a few big cards, but hasn't gotten paid much for any of them. Still, she would be able to generate some sick money if she decided to sell out to any of these absolutely bizarre requests she's gotten from some of her fans. So what's the story behind her nickname, Blonde Bomber? Well, apart from being a math teacher and a world-class boxer, she also happens to be an Instagram influencer, which is how she gets her money. Obviously, you can see from any pictures of her that Bridges is a very attractive woman, and she has no problem showing her physique online. In fact, Ebanie Bridges sells some very unusual things in an online shop, including some pictures of her in lingerie, which she uses to support her career. That may be pretty surprising and controversial, as she sometimes has to face critics, but she's doing it, so good for her. Bridges' career hasn't exactly been a fairy tale. As a matter of fact, it's been pretty brutal for her at times. Bridges didn't pick up boxing until she was 20 years old, which is a bit late in life to start learning how to play any sport professionally. She's had to deal with some serious injuries, including a very bad ankle during her fight with Parlour. So are lingerie pictures the only thing she sells? Hardly. In fact, she sells some of the most unique things you can think of, from used socks to her nail clippings and everything else in between. Yes, that's right. People are willing to pay a lot of money for another person's used socks or anything else they might have used at some point. I ignore it. Anyone who is successful, they're going to get the jealousy, the hate. People will try to drag you down, Bridges said in an interview. That's just normal. The people talking shit, they don't know me. So why should I sit there and get emotional and bothered by someone who has never met me? I'm very secure within myself. I've been through hell and back in my life, and I'm very secure. I love who I am. That's a great mentality, and it's the right one to have. She has even gotten requests for other things as well, which definitely sound too weird to be real. We won't mention them explicitly here, but you're probably curious. Okay, so what are the weirdest requests she's gotten from fans? This is where things get really weird. The Blonde Bomber once got a request from someone who wanted her to do some pretty explicit things with him and his friends, all of which were bleeped out and not revealed fully. We can all imagine what it was about, however. The other requests she's gotten are even weirder, and they involve things like bathwater and nails. If someone's offering to pay that kind of money for those things, then it really isn't an issue. Ebanie Bridges has gone through a lot in her life, but she seems to have dealt with it just fine. She is one of the most successful female boxers in the world, and has even been called the female Conor McGregor by some. She's not really like McGregor, but she is a very successful boxer in her own right. Next up, what else is she known for? Aside from just posting pictures of herself in lingerie, she's also extremely well known for turning up to boxing matches wearing lingerie. Yes, that's right. She likes wearing lingerie to weigh-ins and other boxing events, even though she is a very good boxer. This, of course, has led to some controversy, as she has faced some criticism from other boxers and even fans. Many boxing fans feel that she's making a mockery of the sport and not taking it seriously, but we'll let you make that determination. Also, the outfits that she wears to the ring are often very revealing, and there's a chance that it could slide down during the fight, which is not ideal. Still, she seems to love doing it, so more power to her. In any case, she's a very good boxer and is known all around the world as one of the best female boxers in the world. She has also had some very successful fights on big cards. Next, what did Alan Brazil have to say about it? Alan Brazil was left utterly disgusted after hearing about one of the requests she'd received. He was left originally speechless and even looked away from Bridges as she continued to recall the request. Brazil then joked that it couldn't be aired until after 9 p.m., and was seen laughing about it for a few moments. Although the entire ordeal was so vivid that it had to be bleeped, there's no question that it was a very strange request. It's hard to say how much money she could have made from that request, but it would have been a lot. In any case, Brazil didn't seem to be too bothered by the situation and found humor in it, which is probably for the best. Most people wouldn't have been able to keep a straight face, but then again, Bridges is used to getting strange requests all the time. Wait, didn't Bridges recently break up with her boyfriend? Yes, she did. She recently broke up with her boyfriend of 10 years and has since moved on. Bridges said that the breakup was hard for her, but she's doing better now. I went home, broke up with my boyfriend, and came back. I pretty much had to. We were together for 10 years, Bridges said. This, of course, was justified, as it would be very difficult to maintain a long-distance relationship while she's constantly traveling for fights. It's a shame that it had to end, but it's probably for the best. Still, the way she spoke about it was pretty harsh, and many fans responded to this controversy negatively, as they felt she was being insensitive. This is yet another very strange story involving Ebanie Bridges, and it's hard to say what she'll do next. One thing is for sure, she's a very successful boxer and is one of the most popular female boxers in the world. She's also very good at making money, and she knows how to capitalize on her popularity. Whether you like her or not, you have to respect her for that. Finally, what's next for Ebanie Bridges? There's no telling what Ebanie Bridges will do next, but it's safe to say that she'll continue to be a successful boxer. She has a lot of fans all over the world and is one of the most popular female boxers in the world. She's also very good at making money, as she knows how to capitalize on her popularity. Whether you like her or not, it's clear that she's not leaving the spotlight for quite a while. Although it's clear that Ebanie Bridges is a very successful boxer, she still has to deal with the fact that she's not making as much money as some of her male counterparts. This is due to the fact that women's boxing just isn't as popular as men's boxing, so there's less money to be made. With that being said, female boxing has increased in popularity in recent years, and Ebanie Bridges is a big part of that. She's one of the most popular female boxers in the world, and this may continue to grow over the years. Plus, her title defense against Shannon O'Connell is coming up, so she has that to look forward to as well. There's no telling what the future holds for Ebanie Bridges, but it's safe to say that she'll be a very successful boxer. What's the takeaway? The takeaway is that Ebanie Bridges is a very successful boxer and is one of the most popular female boxers in the world, but the way she goes about making money is definitely controversial. Because of this, she has faced some criticism from other boxers and even fans. Many boxing fans feel she's making a mockery of the sport and not taking it seriously. But hey, it's the fans who are paying for her lingerie pics and nail clippings, so good for her. That's it for this video though. What are your thoughts on Ebanie Bridges? Do you think she's making a mockery of the sport, or is she just capitalizing on her popularity? Go ahead and let us know in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next video.